Hello everybody and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, and we have a bit of an announcement here. The Ipecac mod has officially released its update along with a bunch of bug fixes and balance patches to things that I have been mentioning for a long time. Pedroff, one of the developers, and I can't remember the name of the other developer that works in the rooms, have been working hard to make sure that this update is great, and it's finally out, and it is great. Lots of good changes I'm very happy about. And we also have one new mod. I believe its name is Retribution. Yes, Retribution, 109 items. Just came out very recently, over the past few days, I do believe. I took a little look at it. It was highly rated for the weekly mod releases, and it's 109 items. That's it. I think it's a new character as well. Yes, Icarus. But the cool thing about this is all the items seem pretty unique and very well themed for Isaac. The sprite work is excellent, and it just seems like the sort of thing that I want to be using. So let's go with... who should we do? Let's do Maggie and try and go Dark Path. Try that out. But yes, we started with Dogtooth here. We must have had Eden's Blessing in the last one. Also, Compound Fracture is pretty nice here. Quite a good start, to be honest. I'm pretty happy with this. Of course, as you guys may remember, Maggie is slightly changed with Ipecac, so we kind of want to be stockpiling red health rather than removing it. Makes her a little more unique, a little more interesting to play. We're going to be gaining, I think it's just damage, it might be other stats as well, but we're going to be gaining some stats for having red hearts, and especially full red hearts, so we want to be trying to keep those. Compound Fracture is something that you guys will probably know that I love. We've already found ourselves a lovely little trinket from the new pack, Retribution. Uses a random penny trinket effect when picking up a coin. Grubby penny. Interesting. I like the idea of this. So we can get a number of different effects. I imagine... oh, we lost a little bit of damage there. I imagine that that will not actually be affecting the modded coin-based effect. It'll just be going off the base effects, unless it has some special code in which it will take anything that modifies the coin effects, on pickup coin effect, should I say. But I imagine it'll most likely just be the default in-game ones. But even still, there's some really, really good ones in-game that can help us out quite a lot. Like Counterfeit Penny, things like that. So I'm happy to have this, and it could be pretty darn useful for us. Could be pretty darn useful, so we'll maybe see that soon. Ooh, getting bombs here is pretty nice. I don't know if there's a way for me to blow up both of those at the same time there. Don't have a key to open that, so that's not great. Not too miffed about that, though. We do have a secret room, which will have to be here, I think. Yeah. It's our super secret room. An Eternal Heart is brilliant. I really shouldn't have picked it up yet. You may be noticing that that was a pretty poor play by me. Yours truly. Yeah, we unfortunately... oh, we got a spider there, and this time we got another spider. Maybe it's per room then? Maybe it's not... or maybe we just got lucky and got the same one twice. Hopefully we shouldn't get hit here, because I really do want to keep this Eternal Heart. Him shooting at all these spiders definitely doesn't help the cause there, but he is very, very weak, remember, so we should be fine. And we are. We even get another new one. One black heart spawns a pool of blood upon taking damage. Dead lung. Seems interesting. But yes, I am looking forward to seeing more of these Retribution items. And this is kind of a tester run to see how the mod feels. We kind of do this when we see mods that we're interested in. We kind of take a little time to play 1 or 2 runs with them, test them out, see how they fit in. I generally like to keep my mods a little bit lighter, so I'm not having tons and tons of mods on my playthrough. It means things like Ipecac and the other mod we're using, what the hell, Deliverance, their items come up a little more regularly, and considering they're a known quantity, it kind of makes more sense for me. But at the same time, when something brilliant comes out, I am not going to tear my nose up at it, so I'm at least going to give it a go. If it ends up fitting in quite nicely, then I took a full heart of damage. Oh, no, I didn't. If it ends up fitting in quite nicely, it'll be something that we end up keeping, even if it does add a lot of items, but I am kind of up for that, you know? It just mixes things up a little bit, and we got another one there. That was a new sound there. Milk Teeth. Fire delay ×2. Tier spares into 5 tiers a distance away from Isaac. Each post-bears tier does half damage. So if we're firing slower... Oh, interesting. And they do have bouncing from the compound fracture. Interesting. So I'm wondering, does the tooth itself do good damage? So this is basically, for those of you that watch my Enter the Gungeon series or play Enter the Gungeon yourself, this is mass shotgun in Isaac form. We've got to play at an ideal range. I'm wondering if lower range makes this better. I would think it does. But yes, we're going to be trying our best to keep it like an ideal range here, which isn't always going to work, but I kind of like this. As long as we can get tier rate ups, I'm well behind this. And you may be wondering as well, no spider flies, the little enemies spawned in this room, and that's actually due to one of the changes that was made in this update by Ipecac. Them flies can no longer replace other flies, which in my opinion is an absolutely amazing change, and I'm very, very happy they took the suggestion on board and rolled with it. I think those spiders, I do believe they have been nerfed in themselves as well, like they have lower HP, and also the things that spawn the boils, the spawners, no longer spawn the spawners, so we're going to have a little bit of a better time in general with some of those things. So Mum's knife here probably isn't what we want, to be honest. I really highly doubt it synergizes with this, so I'm just going to leave it. And also, -2 red hearts would lower our damage by a significant amount too. So let's maybe play on the Angel Deal side of things. We haven't done Angel Deal as Maggie, I don't think. So that would kind of work out in terms of achievements. No, we have not. So maybe if we could make a Mega Satan work, that'd be great. Also, I didn't even talk about the fact that we got little old Larry here. Little old Larry is a little old cutie. That's great. Every second shot's going to deal double damage. Well, I said double damage. An extra 2 damage, but that's still pretty darn good. I'm happy with that. And for now, I'm pretty happy with Yumheart. I think this is another great thing. Oh, unfortunate bit of damage there. Another great thing about the changes made to Maggie by Ipecac. It does seem that the grub penny has broken, by the way. Like, we're just getting spiders, and that's obviously not the intended effect. I'm fine with it. Spiders are pretty good, but it's obviously not changing the effect. Or maybe it selects an effect when you pick it up and keeps that one effect for the entire run. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. But yeah, as I was saying, Ipecac has done a great job in balancing Maggie in the way that it makes Yumheart worth keeping. Like, Yumheart's pretty good because it's just a heal every 4 rooms, which is pretty nice, but most of the time you end up trading your red HP away, and as you get more experienced, it becomes way less of a necessity. But when you're in a situation like this, where keeping them red hearts filled is actually giving you damage, then it makes so much more sense to keep Yumheart around, and keep it just ready for when you do end up inevitably taking damage, to get that heart refilled and keep that damage buffer going. And I appreciate the effort into the redesign. It's really useful, really good. It makes them more unique to play, a bit more enjoyable. All that jazz. Dry Baby here is going to be a nice little addition. But yeah, any sort of like reworks that don't drastically change the character, but instead enhance what was already kind of there. They take the idea that Edmund and the Isaac team had and kind of build onto that and make it a little more unique, a little more interesting. And I really do appreciate that a lot. I think it's a really interesting redesign. And it helps quite a lot in making the game a little more interesting to play. I don't know who else is redesigned. I know there is a few other redesigns. I'm not 100% sure who they are. But this one is the most noticeable by far, and certainly the most enjoyable. Right. Speedball should actually be pretty good for us, I think. I mean, the speed itself is pretty nice, but the shot speed here could be pretty useful with what we've got going on right now, making it a little easier to hit. But yeah, this is a really interesting item. I like it quite a lot. I'm really wondering how it plays if you just hit the tooth, though. If you just hit the tooth, does it just work like a normal tooth shot where it deals 2 times damage? If it does, then it's worth just hitting the tooth shots, even if it is a completely reduced fire rate. I mean, some rooms you don't really have the opportunity or the choice to do the split shot anyways, but I think compound fracture is really what's making this viable. I think normally without the compound fracture, this would be kind of painful to use at this lower fire rate. Definitely at a higher fire rate, it'd be way more user-friendly and a bit more enjoyable, but for right now, we've got kind of this way of cheesing it a little bit and way of making it a little bit better, which I'm very happy about. And I'm really looking forward to see how something like this interacts with something like triple shot, which is interesting because if we get it on something like the Keeper, we're going to see some most likely more interesting effects and interactions. And this is why I'm thinking that this mod pack is probably going to be one that we stick with. Not only are the items kind of well themed and everything, it also just it works with different characters, it synergizes with different items, things like that. Now, I haven't actually confirmed that it will synergize with other items, but so far it's synergizing with compound fracture nicely, so I'm assuming it is, and the mod seems pretty well put together, to be honest. So ooh, this is interesting. So we can get these three without trouble, so we'll do this first. Oh, I missed it. I tried to touch the chest and I missed it. Ah, no, no. Okay, thank God I had the invincibility. Get that back. We'll come back for those if we get red hearts lying about. I mean, it's probably worth opening them all, but I want to get Yum Heart ready and everything and make sure we have the red hearts available to refill. I mean, for safety, as well as just getting our damage back. But that could be a single guppy item in there. Could be two, could be four. Could be 4 guppy items. Imagine a world. Yeah, it may just be that this grubby penny, is just picking one effect when you pick it up at the start of a run, and it sticks with that effect, because it definitely seems like the only one I'm getting right now is spiders. Unless, like I said, it could just be broken. It is a relatively new mod. I wouldn't blame them if one of the 1 in 109 items had some bug. Like, it's very, very difficult to properly quality test 109 items in a short amount of time. Even in a long amount of time, it's still difficult. So, as I said, I don't blame them at all. Right. And yeah, it might not even be a bug. I'm just guessing. Ooh, small rock here is pretty nice. That fire rate is lovely. The speed down doesn't actually matter considering we just got to speed up. Really? Another troll bomb? Are you kidding me? Don't be health down. Puberty. Don't be health down. Pheromones. I did use it twice there. Like, I did go for 2 chests and take some heart damage, but I'm relatively okay with the result. Puberty is actually not bad for us, because if we get 3 puberty pills, which we now know is in rotation, is possible to get, we get a heart upgrade, which is pretty good for us, because we kind of need those hearts. And also, it's probably worth getting this battery for the extra damage. 40 extra damage. Okay, oh, that was close. Thank you, Dry Baby. Absolutely sorting kids out for us. I know there's a secret room, Mr. Wolf. I am not interested right now. This is a pretty difficult room, I have to say. The short-range nature of this room, like the close-range nature, and our item not being particularly well-versed at close range makes it difficult. I don't think I want Taurus. I think Taurus is a pretty anti-fun item. It just, if you get high speed, it isn't fun. It's pretty good when you have lower speed and you've got like kind of a weaker run. But we've got a pretty strong run here. I don't want to neuter it with having to not be able to fire, like, and not being able to control that fact as well. That's not the funnest for me. But this is pretty powerful what we've got going on right now. Sad to see another item room skipped, but you know how it be, boys. You know how it be. And little Larry is really coming into his own now. Now he's getting 3 segments. He'll be on 4 in the next floor. He's going to start doing some good stuff. And there's that speed back, so that's fine. Not exactly the best get in the world, but I can handle it. Still no angel deal, so we got to be aware of that. Of course, we weren't going to get one on that floor, simply because we had the hits of the red health. That is the one probably downside right now to this Maggie change. Okay, these guys don't drop their own enemies as well now, which is really nice. Them guys used to drop enemies, I'm pretty sure. Oh my good golly gosh, I was not expecting that. This is a really interesting room design. I like it. Right, pop that open. Give me soul heart. Yes. Helps us get our angel deal. These guys got nerfed as well. I do believe. I think their speed got lowered. I was having some real problems, especially in greedier mode with those enemies when I first saw them. So they've just had their speed turned down back a bit, because originally they had the same speed as the normal globins, which kind of, or globins, whatever you want to call them, globins. They had the same speed as the normal globins, which is fine in theory, but then you've got to realize that the normal globins don't have an attack. They can't shoot you, but then ones can. So having them at the same speed and having an additional attack made them a little overtuned, especially for where they came up in the game. They were a little bit difficult. So they have been tweaked a little bit from what I know of, at least. And yeah, them guys, that one that I just killed there, they're the ones that they don't drop the boils anymore. Because, yeah, okay, so they do still spawn them, but it's at a lower chance. Okay, that's good. But there was a sort of interesting issue where you were having enemies that spawned enemies that spawned enemies, and that's never a good thing. And Pedroff did agree that needed changing, and he did change it. Thank you. Enemies that spawn enemies is fine. That's a regular thing. But when you get to the third layer of enemy spawning, it gets to the point where if you were in certain rooms, we didn't lose our deal with the devil chance there, and I don't know why. Oh, we had a soul heart, didn't we? Yeah, if you get down to that next layer, it starts to get a little funky, and especially if there's rooms with multiple of those enemies in them, when it's a guaranteed or close to guaranteed chance that you're going to be getting those spawners, shit gets a bit fucky. There we go. Where's our item room? Okay, we're probably going to lose our deal with the devil right here. Or angel deal. Oh no, little Larry's got our back. Little Larry's got our back. Right, we've taken a gamble. Data miner. No thank you. So we're getting pretty... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yep. Do not like these fire enemies. I think they're bullshit. That was quite literally unavoidable damage in this room. I genuinely don't know what I was meant to do there. So we lost our angel deal, or at least we've lost some of our chance for our angel deal. No, it's on 1%. We've lost our angel deal. Good. Good, good, good. This run's really starting to turn to shit. Nah, it's fine, it's fine. We'll definitely go for that. 2 keys for that many bombs is a worthwhile trade. Even trade, baby. And I do realise I could be going to all these secret rooms that my dog's barking at me for, but, you know, sometimes I just can't be asked for the time investment, but this one we will. I'll be a good boy. It's easy enough. We do get some good stuff out of them. I shouldn't knock it. Do you know what? I need to go back to Data Miner and use my black rune on it. You are correct, guys. I can hear the comments coming through right now. Why didn't you use black rune? You're an absolute moron. You fuck you. Fuck you. No, no one says that, but still. I create these strawman arguments that just don't even exist. Like, when Northern Lion talks like that and says them, there's actually people like that in his comment section. There isn't in mine, really. Most people are pretty kind here. And of course, me saying that has probably baited someone into doing exactly what I was just talking about and saying one of those things in an ironic manner. Give me that. Oh, the fire rate is huge. Boy, oi, 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 oi. I'm very happy with that. Let's keep on moving down. Yeah, angel deal's kind of in the gutter right now. I'm hoping we get it this floor, but you never know when you're gonna come across a guaranteed damage room. Honestly, guaranteed damage rooms aren't a huge problem in Isaac because they exist in the vanilla game. It's not something that's ideal, and it should be addressed where possible. But at the same time, I'm not ever going to go to a mod creator and be like, why the fuck does this have a guaranteed damage room? When quite literally, the default game has exactly that, right? Oh, balls. I used it one too many times and didn't actually get a tier rate up. That was a little bit of a misplay there. So we're a little tight on HP right now. A little tight on HP. Sacco pennies. I hear you. Okay, that is a brimstone guy. I didn't think it was. I almost stood right in front of him. But this, with this fire rate, just became very, very powerful. This became very powerful. Another thing I have to commend this this mod on is the fact that the mod pack doesn't seem to be adding much lag to the game at all, which is rare. I seem to get a lot of lag on the mods that I add, and I don't know why, but this one seems fine, which I'm very happy about. Right, pop in here. Ooh, we have a new item here. Rickets, extra damage. Tears have high knockback, but you also get knocked back upon firing them. I'll try it out. Oh, we get birth. Nice. Whoa. That's a really high knockback. Oh, shit. I may have made a huge mistake here. This is scary. I would very much like to get the box of friends, and I realize that's dumb because I might die and I should probably take Yum Heart. Excuse me. Where is my... I picked up 2 coins and I was on 13. But getting little Larry doubled sounds fun. This is awful. We're not picking up Rickets again. I can tell you that for sure. Oh no! It doesn't even... Ah. When you spawn little Larry with Mum's box, it only spawns a default little Larry. It doesn't copy the little Larry that you have. That's very upsetting. Yeah, this Rickets thing is actually genuinely terrible. Never pick this up, guys. The knockback is so unbelievably high. I mean, I guess if you can sit against the wall, it's pretty good, but, like, oftentimes you can't. I thought it was going to be, like, a tiny bit of knockback. It's an insane amount of knockback. Well, that definitely sorts out some issues for us, which I'm happy about. Let's take out this angel statue. That sorts out some health-related problems we were having. Yeah, this definitely needs to have way more benefits, like 2 or 3 damage up rather than just the 1, for the insane amount of recoil it gives you, or like half the amount of knockback it gives, because this knockback's mental. I mean, I imagine it's pretty good with things like Brimstone and stuff, where the knockback isn't coming at you that often, but right now, this is pretty awful. I very highly doubt there's a way in which this is a good idea. There's some cool new items here, though. I kind of want to try them. But I just can't foresee a way where I'd ever do that. I cannot see a time where that's a good idea. Right, let's pop that open. Give me that bomb. Grab you. We're not even killing things fast enough, really, like, to justify this crazy knockback. It's very weird, because I feel that it's not that bad, because we often do sit with our backs against walls anyways, but it just limits your ability to move around. And can I stop picking up coins? Bumbo needs those. He needs sustenance. Don't be so rude to bloody Bumbo. Get it, Bumbo. Get him. There we go. I love the redesign on these enemies. They're so much cooler. So much cooler. Before, they looked super janky. And that redesign is awesome. Top quality. Little Larry is getting big right now. I have to say that. But yeah, if you could add a small interaction in so that Little Larry gets, when you use the book, the familiar thing actually copies the Little Larry that you have with the same amount of segments, that would be dope. It's not a high priority request in the slightest. So I'm just wondering, because it'd be fun. There's all these like little tiny use case and niche interactions that I never expect really a mod developer to even think about, because it's like so niche. But when I find them, I like to jot them down and note them down and make sure the developer's aware of them, because even though it might not be as easy as it sounds, or it might not be something the developer wants to do, I'd rather throw the idea out there than not say anything, because I mean, I might as well. Oh. Wow, I always forget that these brimstone, these vizzes that do the creep, they fire it across the entire room. I do believe they were fixed, though, to the point where they don't fire it if you're off-screen. So that's fine, that's definitely better than it was before. But still, they're really hard to deal with. Right. Take the penny, boy. There's a penny in here for you as well, isn't there? Oh, I picked it up upon walking into the room. Give me that key, though. Probably not going to get Deal the Devil here with a 9% chance. I would say it's unlikely. Also, I'm noticing as well that this knockback that we added to our tiers doesn't seem to be as harsh as the knockback on us. I was expecting it to be at least as harsh. That was a luck penny. You better be fucking happy with that. I'm not dealing with this rock. Does allow me to power my way through rooms a little bit, though. Whee! Speed boost. Okay, I've spawned little Larry. And Bumbo doesn't work like that either. Okay, that makes a little more sense that the little Larry doesn't work like that. That could be a really nice quality of life thing for any modder to add. Make it so that... Oh my god, these enemies suck dick. Go away. Get it, Bumbo. Oh my god. Gimme, gimme. But yeah, I don't mean to be rude about those enemies. They still make no sense to me. They still make no sense. Okay, we're gonna die in this room, so that was a fun run. Oh no, we're alive. But we are still gonna die pretty soon though. This knockback has genuinely killed us. Genuinely have no idea what's going on right now. Get him, Larry. Ah, bollocks. Yeah, we should not have taken the little old box of friends. That was a fun run, though. That was a fun run. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We got to see some cool new items. Some pretty cool, but also very useless new items, too. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll be keeping this mod on for the future episodes and just seeing how it goes. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.